Hello and welcome to the Moncast. As always, I'm Stevie, and this episode I'm joined by Cheeside236, who sniffled as I said that.
Sorry, yeah, I sniffled a little bit.
And the current score is 9-6 to Pokemon, and this time we'll be discussing the 16th episodes, 20,000 Digileagues Under the Sea, and For Crying Out Loud. Starting with 20,000 Digileagues Under the Sea.
Under the sea.
It does the recap, so you get the recap of episode 15, which has ninjas and stuff that you missed out on. You missed out on robo legs and helicopter feet.
I was I'm like, what happened the last episode? So there's a lot going on.
It's a lot of nothing, honestly.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Just Shirimon, a Ninjamon, Shogun Gekomon was involved. Something about waking him up, putting him to sleep, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it was a filler episode. You didn't miss much. And this one jumps in with a shot of Mega Seadramon, which is good because I like the Seadramon line. Mm-hmm. And it looks cool.
Which is funny because we saw a regular Seadramon a few episodes ago.
Yeah, so they seem to like the Seadramon. At least recently. And it just jumps straight into the life-threatening situation this time, which is a really good change. I was quite confused. I was like, has it skipped a bit?
Yeah.
Like, nope. This is actually where it starts. This is just, they're all trapped in this sort of underwater chamber where they're being circled by Mega Seadramon. And it's a really good introduction.
It is. But at the beginning of the episode, I was like, wait, this didn't have anything to do with the recap. Did I just miss something, like, entirely? Yeah. And then eventually they do go, like, and this is how we got here. And it's like, oh, okay. I didn't miss anything. It's just they jumped right to the middle of the story.
Yeah, pretty much, which is a welcome change, honestly, because instead of having 5 minutes of they're just in high school, they're doing school things, here's cute Digimon, they just jump straight into the plot of this one, which is really good. Mixing it up even the tiniest bit is a good thing.
Yeah.
And basically, the situation they're in is they are in the underwater chamber, and the air is draining out. And then Cody goes, "You're probably wondering how I got here." Right, scratch. That is basically what he says.
Pretty much, yeah. Wondering how I got here, or how this happened.
And the capture's all up to speed. Essentially, they're there looking for a Digi-Egg, and they go underwater to look. Well, not underwater in this sort of, I guess, tower. I think it's a lighthouse or something.
Yeah, it's an oil rig type place.
That's what it is. And they end up underwater while Mega Seadramon's attacking. It starts crushing it. So it seals off all the emergency seals, and they get trapped under there.
Which, by the way, the Mega Seadramon has the voice of the Metal Seadramon from the first season. And it does. It absolutely... Mega Seadramon doesn't say much, but when he attacks, it sounds like the surfer voice that Metal Seadramon had from the first series. Happy. And I'm like, is it the same one? Probably not, but, it's a fun idea.
That would be pretty cool if it was the actual Dark Master reincarnated.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, oh, hey, wow, you already made it to Mega Seadramon.
No, it's just a cool dude with the dark spiral on him.
Yeah, poor guy.
So what they do, because they're all trapped under there, is they find that there's one escape pod, and Cody, who's the youngest in the group, has always had nightmares about drowning. So they all just immediately go, "Cody, you should leave. Bog off." Actually,
they don't, because Davis tries to get out first.
Yeah,
Davis is like, "Oh, okay, I'll go." I'm like, really, Davis? Really?
Yeah.
I mean, he's like super selfish here, or I guess shellfish. But still, he's terrible.
Okay. I'll let it slide this time. And yeah, Davis is a bad leader. He's just like, I want to bail. I want out. I want to live.
Like, I want to be the one that
die.
It's like, oh, Cody doesn't want to go, so hey, I'll take the pod. Why not?
I mean, self-preservation is a good way to lead.
Yeah, but I don't know. A kid that's obviously terrified of water. Well, first of all, Cody's already a kid. And then you also have the fact that he's even terrified of water and you're still trying to just get out ahead of him. And I don't know. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's bad. But Cody decides that he doesn't want to go because he doesn't want to just give in to his fear and run away on his own.
Yeah.
So they have this bit where they try and trick him into leaving by saying they're going to draw straws, and if he draws one with the red bit on the end, then he should go. Of course he draws it because they all end with a red bit on it. So they basically try and con him, and it doesn't work because Cody is smarter than them all. Mm-hmm. He has the digi-egg of knowledge after all.
Yep, he has a brain.
So since the tactics of trying to outwit him didn't work, they instead just bully him, shove him in there, and send him off on his own.
They could have just done that immediately. They're like, well, that didn't work. All right, grab him.
But no, they have to try outwitting him first before they just straight up bully him into it.
I guess you could say that it's because of the space, but I thought it was weird that they didn't send Armadillomon with Cody.
Yeah.
It's kind of odd. Well. Like, you could have crammed him in there somehow, right? Like, wouldn't it be safer to have his Digimon with them? I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I've got in my notes as well that it just seems really irresponsible what all the other kids actually do. Sending the one kid that's the youngest and is actually afraid of water out in the escape pod on their own without any protection.
Yeah.
He's literally terrified of drowning. He's had nightmares about it.
Right, yeah. You can kind of...
Sending him on his own out in the water.
Yeah, you can kind of see where they're coming from as far as you're scared so you should get out. But then it's like, by the way... Please make it to the surface, please go and get help, and please come back, because otherwise we're all gonna die. It's like, maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
No pressure.
No pressure. Speaking of pressure, we're losing air pressure. Can you please go get somebody?
Oh, man. So Cody ends up going back to the real world to find Joe, because Joe has a water Digimon. That's kind of his logic. Which is pretty good logic, because I doubt Agumon would be much help, or Garurumon. Any of the other Digimon, really.
Yeah, they're all underwater, they're all stuck underwater, so it makes sense to send the one Digimon that can go underwater.
Yeah, which is good. Good thinking, Cody. Plus, it's an excuse to find Joe again, which is always nice, because Joe's the best. Unfortunately,
Joe is, of course, busy, because always.
Yep. He's taking a biology test, and Joe's voicemail's pretty funny, actually, just thinking about it. Because Cody tries to ring him, and Joe's just like, hey, I'm not answering the phone, so I'm probably studying right now for my biology test. I think we're going to do pretty well, unless it's like this molecular biology. Oh no, I've got to go study, bye.
Yeah.
That's kind of the gist of it, is just, I've got to study for a test. I think it's on this one, might not. He's just studying. That's his life at the moment.
Yeah, Joe's got a lot going on.
But Cody, I think he runs into his mum and his grandpa on the way back to the apartment or whatever. Which I can't remember why he was going there, honestly. Why was he going there? Or did he just bump into them?
Well, he didn't know where Joe was, so he went to his house, I think, to call. And then when he was leaving to go get him from the school, that was when he ran into them.
I see. And his mum asks him to do some chores, which is weird because he's an 8-year-old kid. Like, who asks their 8-year-old kid to do errands for them?
Yeah, errands a little weird.
Little odd. And Cody's just like, sorry, I've got other stuff I need to do, but I can't really explain. And his mum's like, why can't you tell me?
It's also odd that they would let the kid just be like, yeah, I've got something going on, bye. Like, what? Like, why would you let him just go off on his own? He's 8. Or whatever age he is. I forget how old he is.
He's something like 8 or, I don't know, maybe 10. I think he's 8. Yeah. But Cody's grandpa just tells his mum to back off. No, tells Cody's mum to back off, not his grandpa's mum. This is all very confusing.
Yeah.
Cody's grandpa tells Cody's mum to back off because it's better that he says nothing at all rather than just come up with a lie to try and explain what he's doing, which is an interesting philosophy.
Yeah.
Just like, I'd rather just shut my ear holes rather than hear a lie. I guess. Yeah. Just tell us nothing.
Yep, that works.
Interesting philosophy, Grandpa. You keep doing that.
Yeah, it's not the most responsible thing in the world, but oh well.
At least Cody doesn't have to come up with some baloney excuse or explain that he's saving his friends who have digital monsters from an underwater cave-in that's going on or whatever.
Right.
Could you imagine trying to explain the situation? It's like, my friends are in a parallel universe. They've got the Digimon with them, but they're all trapped underwater. They're being surrounded by the sea serpent as well, and they're just running out of air. Okay, Mum, I need to hurry. I need to get my friend.
I feel like...
So I know through his monster friend as well.
I feel like if Cody actually did say that, though, the mom would probably think, oh, you're playing pretend. Go have fun. And then it would probably just let him go. Like, she probably wouldn't care. Like, oh, okay, you're playing. That's fine.
Yeah, go ahead, Cody.
Go have fun with your friends.
It's a bizarre show, though.
Yeah.
Anyway. So Cody, with this new life lesson from Grandpa, calls Joe and heads off to school to try and get him out of his exam that he's taking.
Right.
And the guy at the desk is like, no, we can't come out unless it's an emergency. And Cody's like, oh no, but it is an emergency, but it's not the type of emergency that will get him out of there. Oh no.
Yep.
And he has to do the thing his grandpa told him not to, which is tell a lie.
Right.
To get Joe out of there. And he feels really bad about it. And Joe's just kind of pretty cool with it, because he's just like, oh, cool, man. Because Cody said that his dad was in hospital.
Yeah, and so Joe's just like, oh, good, my dad's not hurt. That's good. And he's just like, okay, what's really going on? And then they head off to the digital world.
Yeah, they do. It's a good job the gate was still open.
Yeah.
If the gate just closed itself, they would all just stay down there and drown.
Oh, no.
Isn't that a happy thought?
The happiest thought. Thank you.
Thought. Just like, because the gate opens and closes when it feels like it could just seal them all underwater forever until they drown.
Yeah.
Or suffocate.
The end.
It'd be so anticlimactic. But I'm guessing during all this bit, there's a few cuts to the underwater kids, as I'm going to call them, because I can't think of a better name. It's just a few cuts to them underwater, just being like, we can't breathe. And then they just go a bit deeper into the massive oil rig and find the eggs at the bottom of there. And they're just like, we can't pick it up. It must be Cody's.
I love that moment. Because it's like, they have Kari try, and Kari's like, oh, I guess it's not mine because I can't pick it up. And then everyone's like, it's Cody's. It's Cody's Digi-Egg. Like, none of you are even going to try? Like, nobody? No? Okay. We're just going to assume it's Cody's. Just because Kari couldn't pick it up. Like, what?
I'm assuming that off screen all of them tried it first. But
it doesn't...
For once spared us watching them all trying to pick it up instead of filming for 5 minutes with that thing.
Okay, you can assume that, but that's not what happened. It was literally just Kari, oh, I can't pick it up, and then everyone's like, it's gotta be Cody's. Like, oh, okay. Like, okay, I guess. I mean, you're right, but you don't know that yet.
I mean... They all have 2 each, except for TK, Kari, and Cody.
Yeah, but then TK didn't try.
TK didn't try. But at least if Kari tried, and we assume TK did, then it's probably Cody's.
Also, they don't know that the Digi-Eggs are going to be all even and stuff like that. They're just like, oh, hey, we found a new one. Let's see who can use it.
I suppose. Still, I think I'd rather they just didn't bother showing us all of them one by one trying it.
Oh, no. I don't want to... I don't want to see that either, but it's just funny the way it looks, is that one person tried and then they're like, it's Cody's.
Yeah, it's strangely edited. Like, even they just did a split screen of all of them trying and failing, and then just went, it's Cody's.
Yeah, they could have done that.
That would require too much animation, though.
Yeah, I guess. You have to animate all the kids grabbing it.
But on the way back, Cody's just all like, oh no, this is bad, I lied. I'm an awful person. Why did I lie?
Oh my gosh,
it's almost like my friends' lives depended on it.
It's almost like my friends' lives depended on it. And I'm like an 8 or 9-year-old that just lied. Oh my gosh, the world's gonna end. No.
But like, I do think it makes sense, honestly. And hear me out on this. Coming from an adult perspective, it's obviously pretty dumb, because like, it's justified that he lied in that situation.
Yeah.
But he's an 8-year-old, and
right.
Kids struggle a lot more with grey areas. They often see things that are like just black and white. So it's like, it's right or it's wrong. And right now, he's just going off of, Grandpa said lies are wrong. And
yeah, I guess. From that perspective,
I can kind of forgive him for just being sort of feeling really guilty about it and looking down on himself for it, because it sometimes takes people a while to work out that not everything is just a case of right or wrong. There are grey areas or like circumstances that change things, make you have to do things differently.
Yeah, I can see that, but also like he just got told that. Like it wasn't like, oh, this is something he's been told is, this whole time he's been a kid, and like, oh, I know that this is really important. It's just like his grandpa at one point said, hey, you shouldn't lie. And then all of a sudden it's like this big, deep, like conflicting thing for him, which is weird to me because it was just like, that was it. He just got told right then, I shouldn't lie. And then all of a sudden it like broke him, which is weird.
Yeah.
At least to me, it's weird. I don't know.
I mean, from what we've seen of Cody, his grandpa is pretty much his father figure. Like, it's his grandpa and his sensei all rolled into one. Because I've seen him do, like, kendo with him before as well.
Yeah, that's true.
And we've not seen his dad at all. I know from future episodes that his dad's, like, deceased, I think.
Yeah, I think he's dead.
So, he probably has, like, his grandpa will be that father figure that gives him those words of wisdom and stuff that he takes to heart pretty quick.
Yeah, that's true. You could say, like, it's because it came from him, it means a lot to him. But yeah. I mean, there's a few ways you could argue this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm coming from the opinion of it's pretty good, still annoying, but like, I think it makes sense for his character and everything.
Yeah.
It's still a bit tedious. Annoying, but
yeah. I mean, I guess then I could say, like, it makes sense for his character, but it was too rushed, which is more an issue with the writing than it is, like, anything else. Because it would have been nicer if this was, like, a thing. Like, maybe he just didn't think lying was ever okay, and so he never lied, and then this is kind of when it comes up. But it was just, like, something that got mentioned here, and then that was it. Yeah,
it was very sort of, the episode was a self-contained thing. It's not like been mentioned before at all.
It wasn't like a character, trait or anything. Like, oh, it's a big thing for him to lie because he hated lying or something like that.
I mean, in previous episodes, he sort of had very strict rules that he's enforced upon himself. Like, you never leave food behind, because that was one of his dad's rules. So, he's always been sort of a very, I guess, rule-guided character. And in this episode, he's just picked up this, like, possibly new rule. We think it's new, that lying is wrong. So he's still sort of getting to grips with this whole idea of sometimes you have to bend the rules to do the right thing.
Yeah, that's true. And a lot of it, like, he is a kid, so it does make sense that he's going to be a little... Yeah, it's different to look at it as an adult than it does to think about it, how it would be for a kid.
Yeah, look at it as an adult, you're saying. Just like, clearly... It's okay to lie in this situation, it's fine. Coming at it from a kid, you're just like, oh no, I lied, I'm so sorry.
Right, yeah. And, yeah.
But anyway, Cody lied, and he will go to hell for it.
Oh, jeez. We spent way too long talking about that.
No, it's good discussion.
Yeah.
So Cody arrives with Joe and Ikokamon, who is swimming under the water and is animated under the water, and that's really cool because we've not seen that before. He's always been just like on the water before.
Floating,
he is the water.
He is the water.
He is one with the water.
One with the sea. One with the sea.
Under the sea. And also, Joe got Izzy to ring an old friend, or contact an old friend somehow. So we do get Waymon joining us as well from the last series. So I guess he was reincarnated, so that's cool.
He came all the way out of nowhere.
That he did.
Because his name's Waymon. Out of nowhere.
Yeah, you didn't go way out of your way for that pun, did you?
I did not.
No, you did not. But Waymon just carries Joe and Cody back into the underwater chamber, crashing straight through the wall, but somehow not like making the whole of the sea go into it.
Yeah, that was interesting.
It's a very tight fit.
There's no like water leakage or anything. Like, all right, sure.
It just breaks in and it's fine.
It's like, hey, there's a whale here now. Cool.
Nice. Meanwhile, Ikakumon's just kind of getting wrecked by Mega Seedramon because it's one-on-one and Mega Seedramon's a level higher. And
a very big danger, a sea danger noodle.
A sea danger noodle. Okay. A sea danger noodle.
Have you ever seen Danger Noodle?
I've not seen Danger Noodle.
Danger Noodle is like a joke about snakes. It's like they're danger noodles.
Okay, so it's a sea danger noodle.
Yeah, so I was just, that's the joke.
Yeah, all I can imagine is just a wet noodle, though. Just like Ikakumon fighting a noodle.
One noodle.
It It's undercooked, Joe. What do we do?
The darn strongest noodle to have ever lived.
It's also during this bit that we get the worst shot of the show ever, where Davis's screen fills literally the whole.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Sorry, Davis's face is just the whole screen.
Know.
It's just Davis' face.
That was really weird. What in the world was that face? It was like, what even is?
It's just disgusting. That's what it is. We don't want to see that. You get his teeth and everything.
Yeah, that face will haunt my literal nightmares. That face needs to be part of the thumbnail. Everyone else must suffer. Must suffer because we had to see this.
It's a bad face. Bad. It just you don't take your face and then fill the screen with it. No one does that. Don't do it again, please, Digimon.
Please no.
It was not an enjoyable thing. So while Mega Seedramon and Ikakumon are keeping each other entertained outside, Joe and Cody catch up with the group and they're all like, "Hey Cody, your egg's here." And
Excellent.
Cody's like, "I don't want it. I'm a liar. I don't get eggs. I'm a liar."
Yep.
And that's basically his whole argument is just like, I lied, I don't deserve it.
Yeah.
And then everyone else is like, Cody is literally right there. We've been
just grab it,
hours because
please.
Of it.
Yeah,
Could you just pick it up, please?
Yeah, also we still might die. Can you please just grab it, please?
No, it's all because of the egg. The egg made me lie.
The egg is the egg. It will literally make you stronger and help you fight off Metal Seedramon. What is wrong with you? Just grab it.
No.
Grab it and believe.
No. I'm a bad person.
Oh my gosh, you told one lie.
And then you're just like, "Hey, Cody, it was okay to lie." And then Cody's like, "Okay, Joe, I'm all better now. I understand."
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
That's basically it.
Yep.
That was his character, just the switch. His character development right there was just Joe going, "It was okay to lie. It was a white lie."
Basically, yeah. White lies are okay. There's your lesson for the day, kids.
I'll even tell your granddad that it was a good lie, which is kind of weird. She's like, "Hey, Cody's granddad, I'm his friend that's like 10 years older than him or something. He lied, but it's okay."
Basically.
It's like, "Thank you, Stranger Joe. I'm glad to know that Cody's only lying for good reasons." Just, what would that conversation be? Knowing
this show, they would do that.
No, we'll never get to see Joe and Cody's grandpa together in the same room.
No.
Which is a shame.
It would be.
Have we seen it before? I can't remember.
Seen what?
I can't remember if we've seen it in a previous episode. I don't think they've been together, which is a shame. Because I like both those characters.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so Cody picks up the egg now because he's a good person, according to Joe.
He's been redeemed.
Yep, he's all better now. And he picks it up and Armadigivolves Armadillomon to Submarimon.
Yep.
Do you know what Submarimon is?
I can't imagine. Is it a toaster?
No, it's not. Do you want to guess again?
A vacuum cleaner.
Nope, it's not a vacuum cleaner either. Got one more guess.
A box.
I'll count it. It is a box that goes under the water with a person in it. Also known as a submarine. So Submarimon is literally just a submarine. It's like a fish-shaped submarine thing with a large spike on the front of it.
Yep, so it's basically like a narwhal submarine, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it is. And it's made with a seat, I guess, or something, just somewhere for Cody to lie down, quite conveniently.
Yeah, there's like a little, I guess, guiding system, because there's I don't know if those are things you hold in there, or if they're controls, but there's a little, space that you can kind of lay down and enjoy the ride, I guess.
So whereas Vmon becomes Ragemon, who is a wolf thing that can be used as transport, Armadillomon just literally becomes a mode of transport.
Literal transport.
He's just a submarine.
Yep, it's a submarine. It's a narwhal submarine.
And it can shoot oxygen. That's its attack. It shoots oxygen.
That's oddly fitting, considering this episode was about losing oxygen.
I mean, why couldn't it just shoot, like, an actual torpedo?
I don't know. You also realize that this attack is basically just boom bubble, right?
Yeah.
It's just the same thing, except underwater.
It just sounds more sci-fi. It's not boom bubble, it's oxygen torpedo. It's so much cooler.
Visually, it's the same thing. It's a blast of air.
Yeah, which is somehow quite effective.
Yes.
And Submarimon, along with the help of Ikakumon, manages to defeat Megaseedramon.
Yay!
And all the other kids get out of the underwater place and don't drown. It's good. And Cody overcomes his fear of drowning because he can learn about the ocean within Submarimon.
Yeah!
Who was an armadillo up to this point and knows nothing about the ocean, but still.
Yeah, I thought that was weird too. I was like, wait. Did you gain a new consciousness because you're a submarine mon now? Or did Armadillomon just weirdly know about the ocean even though it's an armadillo and lives in dry climate? Like, I don't understand. Like, I get that it's Digimon and who knows? Maybe the armadillo loves going for deep sea dives. I don't know, but it just seems weird.
It's slightly odd. Unless, the Digivolution comes with a degree in marine biology.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. The crest of reliability, or the Digi-Egg of reliability comes with marine biology degree. It's like, there you go. Now you know everything.
I would prefer if it was the Digi-Egg of marine biology. Cody's just like, I have to learn to be a marine biologist.
Woo! Yeah, it would have made more sense if they were both just like, hey, let's go for a swim for a little bit since, you're afraid of the ocean and maybe we can overcome your fear this way. But no, they're just like, Sumerimon's just like, see? Look at all this cool stuff that I already know was down here.
P.S. I'm a submarine now, so you're fine.
Yeah.
But the episode basically ends there just with Cody and Submarimon, who's a submarine under the water.
Yep.
And it then just raises one of the biggest questions of the whole series so far, which is, why are there just fish and turtles in the digital ocean?
There always were, weren't there?
But they're just fish and turtles.
Yeah, but those kind of things exist in the digital world.
We've seen birds before. We've also seen fish and turtles now.
Huh?
There's a lot of very normal animals for a digital world.
Yeah, I mean, there was at least normal fish, I know, because they went fishing in the first season.
But then there's just turtles.
A turtle is still an animal. I mean, if there's birds and fish, there should be turtles.
But why are there normal things?
Because, I don't know. Why are there telephone booths on a beach? I don't know. Alright?
Okay, that's actually a good point.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff here.
But were they taken from the real world, or were they made from just data about those things?
I guess data just made those things? I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, they can't be from the real world, because they wouldn't sustain. They would die, right?
But there's a lot of them. Maybe there's just like a digital portal in the sea, or in the sky, that they fly through sometimes.
Is that what's been happening to all our marine life? The digital world has existed this whole time, and all the fish are just leaving the real world?
That's where all the bees are going.
Oh, the bees. Oh, the poor bees.
Knees.
The bees' knees.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, though. Just they could put it under the category of Digiworld weirdness does not need explaining.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's just like, the ocean's fine, Cody. It has fish and turtles in it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be afraid of drowning in there anymore, because it has fish and turtles.
And you have a submarine that breathes underwater.
Yes, it does. It's an armadillo just with a metal shell.
And a narwhal spike, pretty much. A narwhal tooth.
That it is.
Yep.
So do you have anything else you want to mention?
I forgot to mention one thing when we were going over it. There's a point where when they say that, the Digi-Egg must be Cody's, they're kind of imagining what they think Armadillomon will turn into.
Oh.
And there's a moment where Davis is like, maybe it'll be a giant porcupine, and it looks like Armadillomon's champion form, which is Ankylomon? I forget how to say it.
I think it's Ankylomon.
Ankylomon, yeah, okay. And it just looks like Ankylomon, which I actually think is a neat little, like, I guess, foreshadowing?
I suppose.
Is that, what's the word for that? Is that foreshadowing? It's like a reference or something?
Or just coincidence. We don't know.
It looks really close, though. Like, I don't think that was a coincidence.
It's just Armadillomon with loads of spikes coming off of it.
Yeah, but that's basically what Ankylomon is, so, I mean, I feel like I want to give them credit at least once in my life and say that it was intentional and it was a nice little touch.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I do want to immediately take that credit away.
Oh, boy.
Because the characters can see each other's thoughts in that scene.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
So...
Well, we tried.
Yeah.
We tried to help you out, Digimon, but you just make it impossible.
Yeah. You can pretend, but no, those are just thought bubbles, and they can't be seen by other people.
Yeah. Well, what if they're just imagining what everyone else is imagining thought bubbles are, and then they're reacting to their own imagination of what the other people are imagining of their imagination, and then that's how you get, that reaction and those things happening.
But it's stuff like Armadillomon. It's stuff like Armadillomon says, I think I'm going to look like this, and then the thought bubble comes up. And then Davis goes, no, I think you're going to look more like this, as if he's seen it and can disagree.
Did they? I thought they explained what each of their thoughts were.
They don't.
They don't?
They don't all explain the thought bubbles. Davis might do, because Davis thinks out loud all the time.
Oh, well, never mind.
But most of the time, they just start laughing at each other's thoughts. Unless they're just laughing at Davis's face.
Oh, no. It's like, oh, yeah, Davis. Ha, 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 ha.
Which does make perfect sense.
Does it?
It does. He's a pretty dumb face.
Oh, poor Davis.
I mean, it's so dumb that we both objected to it filling the screen.
Yeah, well, that was weird. That was a weird face.
It was a weird face.
Face.
I think we've said face enough times.
Face.
No.
Face the facts. We haven't said face enough. I don't know why I'm emphasizing the S so much.
There is no S, it's a C.
I don't know why I'm emphasizing the S sound so much.
I don't know.
I know how to spell face.
Gave up on that conversation 5 minutes ago. So, who was your standout character this episode?
Well, I don't know. I guess... I mean, Cody had kind of character development-ish. I mean, I thought it was really rushed, but it was... they tried. But I also really like how when they're all trapped, Armadillomon is trying to just stay happy and keep everyone in good spirits the whole time. So I kind of like that. So I guess Armadillomon, but I felt like I probably should have mentioned Cody at least.
So you're saying Armadillomon stood out most to you, and Cody gets an honourable mention?
Yes.
Cool.
What's yours?
I just went with Cody because it focused on him through pretty much the whole episode.
Yeah.
And he was a pretty good main. He drove the plot pretty nicely, and he had some interesting sort of growth in the episode. Plus, it was a good display of his character. It was quite, I guess, sort of idealistic. That's probably the wrong word. It was childlike. It was childish. The way he was behaving and thinking things through. Mm-hmm. All very black and white, right or wrong, that type of thing. Yeah,
and trying to fight with that a little bit.
Yeah, he was trying to think about it very logically instead of morally. Because logic is easy. It's just like, it's either right or it's wrong. It's on or off. And then morals are all over the place because there's all sorts of factors to take into account.
Yeah,
which he is young and doesn't really quite get yet.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, I thought Cody stood out. But what was your favourite thing in the episode? I'll tell you now, mine was Joe.
Yeah.
Because Joe's cool.
It's always nice to see Joe again.
Do we actually see Gomamon in the episode, or is it just Ikakumon?
Oh yeah, Gomamon's at the very end playing with a turtle.
Ah, yeah.
That was adorable. I'm not sure. I mean, favorite thing. I don't know. You go first.
I've already said my favourite thing was Joe because he's cool.
My favourite thing was also Joe.
Joe, I mean, he's like one of the best of the original Digidestined turn up because he still has his own character.
Yeah, he has a very endearing personality.
Yeah, good old reliable Joe.
And also the most adult of the group also.
Yeah, he's like a breath of fresh air in his sort of boring adult ways.
Yeah, it's a weird way of like, this is about like adventure and exciting stuff, and Joe's off kind of doing like real life stuff and is still really, really like a great character and really interesting. So
yeah, he just
Joe's
pops
great.
in to sort of teach the kids every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
He's cool. I like Joe. Joe's probably my favourite of the originals to come back in this series.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Of the original cast.
Yeah, definitely. Even more so than TK and Kari, which is sad.
Yeah, TK and Kari aren't super... I mean, they have a personality, they're just not... They're just not very... What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah. I mean, because I'm trying to think of, like, what about Joe is so great, because you don't see Joe that often, but you love him still.
It's just because he says stuff beyond, they're digivolving.
Yeah,
The Dark Emperor did this.
Yeah. So there's an actual character. Yeah, okay, that's one way of putting it.
Yeah. He has actual things to say beyond exposition.
Yeah.
Plus, Gogomon's cool, like, just funny.
Yeah, Gogomon's great.
And I actually like the jokes that come around from Joe.
Oh, yeah.
They're actually good jokes most of the time.
Yeah, and not puns.
Yeah, they're not just puns or, Davis is stupid.
Yeah, that's right. This season is very bad with the Davis is just an idiot jokes.
Yeah, they are. And when it comes to this episode, was it filler or not filler?
Well, not filler, because there was an egg.
Yay,
egg!
It is not filler, because Cody learned a lesson and got a digi-egg.
Oh, yeah.
This was my It's Not Filler song.
Not filler song, yay!
Which is, in its own right, a filler song. Yay!
Yay!
And what are we... overall thoughts? That's a better way to say it.
It was a good episode. I feel like it was too rushed, but it was a good episode.
It was.
If you look
at it,
was
pretty cramped.
Oh, sorry. If you look at it from more of a general idea of like, they gave Cody a problem and he had character development, it's nice, but I do feel like the whole thing was a little too rushed, and that kind of hurts it in the end. But it was still good. Yeah,
it was very sort of to the point between the different scenes.
Yeah.
Although I suppose you could sort of credit it for that as well, for not wasting a lot of time, really.
Yeah.
There was less digivolutions and time wasting than most episodes. So there's a lot more attention given to Cody.
Yeah, that's also very true.
So that is good. And I overall thought that it's definitely the best of the second Digi-Egg episodes that we've had. It was much better than Yolei's, which was just totally confusing.
Are you
and
kidding?
Much better than Davis's, which was just totally wrong.
Are you kidding me? Yolei's was the best because it was just a pun episode. That was the best one.
But no, because it was just Yoli likes boys.
I know. I'm making a point. I have to make pun points, alright? It's my thing. I have to stay on top of this. But yeah,
you do not.
Yeah, as far as like what they were trying to do with the episodes, yeah, the other two were pretty bad.
Yeah, it's probably I would go as far as say it's the best Digi-Egg episode we've had. Because
possibly.
Enter Flame Dramon was just kind of opening episode.
Yeah, Enter Flame Dramon was the tutorial, basically.
Yeah, but although the second one did introduce both Yoli and Cody and the Dark Emperor in full as well. So the second episode was pretty cool. I'd put this second place in the Digi-Egg episodes we've had.
Okay.
It's a pretty solid episode, which is funny because water is liquid.
I guess that's true.
Oh my god.
Because that's the last stage, get it?
It's the last state.
State, not state, sorry. I said stage in a rush.
Are we done with Digimon?
Yeah, I think we're good.
We're good with Digimon. Cool, we can move on to Pokemon. Next up is For Crying Out Loud. So we start off with the narrator going, Ash got a badge last time.
And I missed the gym battle. Hooray! No! No, I missed the gym battle.
Jeez, I missed a gym battle episode.
I missed the one plot episode and I'm still upset by this.
Get over it.
Yeah, okay, I'm over it.
Cool. Glad we can move on.
Yay.
So now, instead of being on the way to the Viridian City gym, I think that's what it was.
Yes, it was Viridian City.
Violet City, sorry.
Oh, you were... Oh, never mind.
So we are past the Violet City gym after 15 episodes, and now we're on our way to the Azalea gym, which is what I think they said it was.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know what sort of gym that is.
It's the bug gym.
Cool. You spoiled it.
Sorry! No. You've never played these games?
No, I only just got Crystal like 2 days ago.
Oh, oops.
So, I guess it's a bug gym.
Yeah.
I probably could have guessed that from the town name. Azalea sounds sort of, I guess, buggy. And hopefully that one's not 15 episodes away. But we'll find out. And they're already getting distracted, just like straight after the intro, and they're all like, Jim's cool, let's get distracted now.
Yep.
Because they're in a beautiful place. And Brock knows that beautiful places attract beautiful women.
Not necessarily.
Well, beautiful girls, he says, because that's more appropriate for his age.
Oh, yeah.
And the first girl we see is this sort of woman with a pink dress, pink umbrella, and blue hair. And she does look do you think she looks like Dawn from season 4? Because that's what she makes me think of.
Oh, kinda. Yeah, she kind of looks like an older version of Dawn when she's in like her coordinator outfit.
Yeah, exactly. Like the pink outfit with the blue hair and the yellow ribbon.
Yeah.
It's very reminiscent of Dawn. So this came first, though. So it's not I don't think it's a nod to it, unless they were planning it that far ahead. Probably
not. It's like a coincidence.
Yeah, it's just a happy coincidence.
Turns out this is Dawn's like aunt that lives in Johto or something like that.
Yeah. I forgot that we were in Johto and not Kanto.
Yeah.
So this lady has lost her Meryl, or her Meryl, however you pronounce it. And I've not seen a Meryl since Pikachu's Vacation from the first Pokemon movie.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a thing, which I have flashbacks to and was okay. But Meryl is very cute.
Yes, Meryl is adorable.
It's just a blue beach ball with mouse ears, and it's very, very cute.
Pretty much.
And in the episode, it is very, very loud, because it likes to cry a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's a baby.
Yeah, it's very, very tiny. It's not behaving very merrily. It cries a lot.
And yeah. So they all try and calm it down with their funny faces.
Yeah.
Because funny faces fix everything.
Well, it's a baby, right? That's how it works.
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. And in the episode, I'm also reminded that Misty has a Togepi still, which I completely forgot about. I'm assuming the Togepi's been there for the last 15 episodes, just in Misty's arms all the time.
Just not doing much. Yeah.
Because I completely forgot about Togepi until this episode. It's probably been there and just doing things every once in a while. And then for some reason the past, 4 episodes until now, I've not seen Togepi do anything. So I've not even realised that it existed still.
Yeah, most of the time Togepi is just sitting there and Misty's just holding Togepi.
No, but for once Togepi is actually in the episode and does things.
Yeah.
Very few things, but things nonetheless. And at this point, they're like, oh, the Meryl has a bow, we should find the trainer. And this is when Team Rocket comes along to do their team rocketing.
Yeah.
And this time they somehow managed to land themselves with a whole pickup truck full of hay bales.
I love this plan too, because there was no because a lot of the time when Team Rocket plans something, it kind of cuts to them thinking of, what should we do? I know, let's do this. But they just drive up in a truck and they're like, hey, get in.
Pretty much.
It's like, okay.
It's a solid plan, it works.
It does work.
They basically get all of them into the back of the truck, and then there's just 2 hands on the back of the compartment, driving compartment, which grabs Pikachu and Meryl, and then it just leaves the back half of the truck behind.
Yep, and then the kids, yeah.
Ash and Co are just left behind there, Pikachu and Meryl being driven off. And This leads to one of the best Team Rocket mottos ever, because they only get a couple lines in and then they're already driving over the horizon, so you can't hear them anymore.
Yeah, it just fades out into the distance. It's great.
And then they slow down so that they can finish off the motto.
Team Rocket's amazing.
So good. Oh, man. And I can't even remember how it leads to this, but they somehow managed to get Team Rocket to drive off the edge of a cliff. So losing grip of Pikachu and Meryl.
Right.
I'm guessing they electrocuted it or something. I can't remember what happened. Oh, I remember now. Meryl started crying so loudly that Meowth just lost control of the wheel. So that is some crying.
Yep.
And they crashed over the edge.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
Before they crash, it's really funny because James just flat out says, "For crying out loud," which is pretty funny. It's like, hey, roll credits. It was pretty funny.
It was pretty funny. I think I must have missed that, because I would have made it out otherwise.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
They do things like that, Team Rocket. They're cool. They're good.
They rock.
They're also
it.
They do. They're also indestructible. I've come to that conclusion of the fact that they've fallen from the sky dozens of times now without any injury.
They're secretly Pokemon themselves.
Well, Pokemon are indestructible, so they are beyond Pokemon.
Yeah, that's true.
They're gods.
This whole time.
They're just malevolent gods.
That's why they're
Pokemon.
That's why they're allowed to stay in Team Rocket.
Because they are literally indestructible.
Yep.
And have the uncanny ability to follow Ash, and only Ash, anywhere he goes.
Right, and accidentally bump into him all the time.
Pretty much. So when they're all crashing off the cliff, it actually makes for some really cool shots and scenes. Not scenes, just shots even. Where they're all like rolling down the hill, and then Ash and Misty jump off after Pikachu and Meryl who are falling down the hill. Mm-hmm. And there's all sorts of running and quick shots and action bits that happen, which is really cool. Ash
hitting a tree, that fun stuff.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I really like that. You don't get much sort of fast-paced action to that degree in Pokemon. Plus, it's pretty tense, so straight up falling down a cliff. And Misty's just like, oh, I'll save them, and jumps off the cliff after them.
Yep. Yep.
She's not that clever, is she?
Nope. Not a clever girl.
Yeah, but they're fine because there's fortunately water at the bottom of the cliffs. But they do end up being separated. So Ash, Brock, and Phil Lady. I've forgotten her name. Oh, it's Wilhelmina.
Wilhelmina, yeah.
Wilhelmina, that's what she's called. So Ash, Brock, and Wilhelmina are with Togepi. So Misty's Togepi, while Misty has got Pikachu and Meryl and has just been swept away down the river.
Yeah.
So, right from the start of the episode, we get them split into essentially two different groups. And they're both doing their own thing in tandem, which makes it a really cool episode, I think.
Yeah. It's really nice, them trying to all find each other and survive, kind of.
Yeah. Instead of it cutting between Ash and Co. and Team Rocket, it's cutting between Ash, Brock, and Wilhelmina, and Misty, all doing their own stuff, just trying to get back to each other. So Brock uses the situation to come on to Wilhelmina.
Yep.
Basically, just proclaiming his love for her and that he didn't abduct a Pokemon. They're just going to help save her.
Yep. And, yeah.
Always a great way to start flirting with someone is to just say, I assure you, we did not steal your Pokemon.
Yes. And don't worry, we'll help you find them.
It's like, okay.
And the other thing is, it starts to work too, which is like, really? Like, really?
There's just something so attractive about a guy that doesn't steal your Pokemon.
I know, it's wonderful. It's like, what more could you ask for?
Not much, apparently.
Apparently
That's kind of the bar she sets is just, did you abduct my Pokemon? No, you're in with a chance. So that's like everyone. Even Ash has a chance.
Yep, everyone.
So they just start heading off, trying to get back to Meryl and Misty and everyone. Meanwhile, Misty is looking after the Meryl. And she's struggling because Meryl's a baby who cries a lot.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I really like all the stuff that happens with Misty and Meryl, because it's like, it's kind of cute because it's like Misty does not know how to handle, like, I mean she handles baby Pokemon because she has Togepi, but Togepi is like a really easy baby, whereas Meryl is constantly crying and running off and Misty has like a temper, so Misty's like getting upset and yelling, and it's just really nice to kind of watch her slowly work through this with Meryl, and it's really nice.
It is really good.
Yeah.
Seeing Misty slowly bond with the Meryl. Mm-hmm. I'm still not convinced if it's Meryl or Meryl.
I think it's Meryl.
I know it's spelt Meryl, but it says its own name like Meryl.
Meryl, yeah.
Meryl.
I don't know. It's whatever you want it to be.
Mary.
Sure. It'll be Mariel.
Muriel. It's an old lady, glasses and a cane called Muriel.
She lives in the middle of nowhere.
Yep, with a dog named Courage.
Yeah.
I know the reference.
Woo!
Oh, Muriel was lovely.
Yeah. The only nice character.
The name of the husband.
Eustace.
That's it. Anyway, and Misty and Meryl don't really get on that well, because Misty has that quick temper and just sort of threatens to leave Meryl behind. She keeps crying at one point.
Yeah. They're not having a fun time at first.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Well, they get used to each other.
Yeah.
They basically have to, because Meryl's a baby, and they can't just leave her on her own.
Yeah, Misty's trying, it's just she can't help that she has, like, that temper, and she's like, oh, shoot, I shouldn't be yelling at this baby.
She is ginger, so she has a hard personality.
Aw.
I mean, am I wrong?
You made a joke, it's funny.
She is ginger.
Yeah, because her hair is orange, so she's hot-headed.
Yeah. Plus Pikachu also helps with looking after Meryl.
Yeah.
Because they're both Pokemon, and they are very cute together.
Yeah.
Very, very cute.
Pikachu's like a nice little, like, older brother or something. It's very cute.
Yes, it is. But Meryl does manage to go wandering off at one point, chasing after Butterfree. Who is that? There's Butterfree.
I think that's...
Are you aware of my love of Butterfree?
I mean, I think you've mentioned you like Butterfree. I don't know the extent of it.
I love Butterfree.
Oh.
Butterfree is the best. So there was two Butterfree on the screen at the same time. So I was very happy.
Just made your day.
I was very happy. I like Butterfree.
Butterfree's good. Butterfree's a cute butterfly.
It's a good
bug. Do you like real life butterflies?
Yeah, they're cool. They're cute.
Yeah.
Pretty.
You're very pretty.
But yeah, there's Butterfree. Yeah.
Butterfree and
Beedrill.
Beedrill, yeah.
Yeah, that's the other one. Because Meryl makes the mistake of doing target practice at the Butterfree. Keeps missing and peeves off all of the bug types
that are. Yep. Which includes Beedrill. Yay!
Run! And also Caterpie, who's also cutie, because Cappy was so good. Oh, I miss Cappy.
Yeah.
Why, Ash? Why'd you get rid of all the best ones?
Yeah, because Ash hates the audience, I guess.
Oh, remember when Ash caught Pokemon and they had personality and were on screen?
Right?
You weren't around for that season.
No,
I'm so sorry.
I remember. Remember when the Pokemon were actually characters?
Yeah, like, they had a whole, like, I think at least 3 episodes dedicated to one Pokemon.
Yeah, because, they mattered.
That they did. No, not so much.
Nope.
Now they just sell toys.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like, cool, here's a Pikachu.
Yeah. And Beedrill chases after them, because that's what Beedrill do. They chase the characters.
Yep, they're gonna sting ya.
And this bit made me think of the first episode of Digimon, because it has tense battle music, it has a big cliff, and it has some giant bugs.
Oh, yeah. It does.
I was just like, it's the first episode of Digimon. I love
Pretty much, yeah. Too bad that this isn't being compared with with that Digimon episode, because you could use that as a similarity.
I mean, still a similarity between the series.
Yes.
They've had a similar situation before in Digimon.
True.
Has things in common.
True.
And at this point, when they're running away, they finally bump into Wilhelmina, and Brock and Ash, who are running towards them, because they finally found them thanks to Togepi spotting Meryl's bow on the floor.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's pretty funny actually when Ash and Co just turn around and start running the other way as well because of the Beedrill swarm.
Yeah, and they're like, ah!
It's like, wrong way, turn around.
Turn around, go.
And they get split up again immediately.
Yep.
Which I'm okay with, because I prefer them not being together, because otherwise the episode would end.
Yeah, it works for the episode a lot.
Gives Misty and Meryl more bonding time, which is good.
Yeah.
It actually gives us some time with Brock and his thoughts about this girl.
Yeah.
Which is beyond just, oh my god, she's beautiful. He actually thinks about the whole situation of it.
Yeah.
It's just like, if I help the girl, then I have to leave her behind, but if I don't help the girl, she'll be unhappy.
Yeah, it's actually...
Lose-lose.
Yeah, it's actually kind of, like, deep for someone who just hits on every girl he comes across. Wake up, Stevie, wake up.
I'm going still. Yeah, it's more than Brock's usual relationships, if you can call them that.
Yeah.
With women. It's usually just, oh my god, Nurse Joy, I love you.
Right.
And then Nurse Joy just doesn't react.
Usually, yeah. She's like, okay, whatever.
Anyway, so Brock and Ash are just doing that thing. Meanwhile, Misty and Meryl and Pikachu are all crossing a rope bridge.
Yeah.
For reasons.
Because, yeah.
We never see Ash and Co. cross the rope bridge.
We do not. It happened off screen.
I remember what happens now. It does make sense. Because Misty and everyone get shaken off of the bridge by Team Rocket. Because they're in the balloon now. And has a Grabby Hands machine. Which is the best name I could think of for it. It's like
Grabby
a Grabby Hand. It's a Grabby Hander. Which he uses to shake the bridge to the point where Misty and Meryl fall off.
Yeah.
And Misty's holding on to her like, don't worry, you'll be fine.
Bye.
It's like, oh, you're doing it. And Ash and Co. turn up just in time, with sending out Chikorita to use Vine Whip and grab Misty and Meryl out of the air.
Yeah.
Saving everyone. It's all fine.
Which it doesn't seem like Chikorita's Vine should be able to lift that much, but whatever.
Whatever, because Meowth's grabby arm shouldn't be able to do that either, but they do it.
There's a lot of, like, weight ambiguity here. It's like, I don't think that's how that works.
The general rule of Pokemon is if you're touching the floor, you're not going to fall over. That seems to be it. That's how the physics work.
Yep, more or less.
So even if you're, like, dragging two people from the bottom of a cliff face all the way up, you're not going to be pulled in.
Yep.
Which is fine. It's good.
Yep. Your feet are planted like roots into the ground.
I mean, it's a literal plant.
Yeah, but Chikorita's not using ingrain, so it doesn't count.
Prove it.
Okay. Rewatch the episode and see that Chikorita is not using ingrain.
I mean, it could just be that they stopped using ingrain as soon as they were on screen.
But Chikorita is shown...
Or that the roots came out from underneath the feet, so you can't see them going into the ground.
I feel like that's a little too much, like, coincidence going on there.
No, I think it's just that physics don't apply.
Oh, well, yeah. It's obviously that physics don't apply. Or that, I guess, the gravity in this world is weird.
That it is. So everyone's safe, they're all fine. Woo, they did it. Team Rocket haven't had enough, so they go back to fight.
Yay!
And for once, Misty gets to battle with them, which is such a welcome change.
It's like, oh yeah, Misty doesn't fight too much. I didn't really think about that until this episode.
And she sends out her Poliwag.
Good choice.
Yeah, solid choice. I like Poliwag. It's just a tadpole.
Tadpole.
A little cute tadpole with water gun.
Yep.
And that's pretty much it. Water gun wins the day. They did it.
Yay!
Ash helps a bit as well, I think, but
and so
doesn't he help?
Yeah.
Oh, does Brock help? Oh no, Meryl helps.
Meryl helps.
Meryl helps.
Meryl's
I
like...
watched these episodes yesterday evening, so that's why I'm struggling to remember some of them.
Okay. Yeah, Meryl, I think at one point... Oh yeah, Misty's gonna get hit by some stray poison stings that Poliwag couldn't deflect. And then Meryl's like, no! And then just uses water gun and helps Misty. And it's cute. It's really cute.
It is very good.
Yeah.
Misty wins. They play the happy music because it's happy times now.
Yay!
And then they all go the separate ways.
Yeah.
So Brock and Wilhelmina break up before it even begins. And Misty doesn't get a Meryl.
And Misty's...
And they're all teary-eyed. It's quite sad.
Yeah, poor Meryl was like crying and then... Oh.
Meryl grew up a lot, though.
Yeah, Meryl, yeah. There's a lot of good character I mean, we never see Meryl again. It's just kind of like the character of the episode, but... Or the monster
I prefer Meryl to Wilhelmina.
Yeah, but still, it's like... There was good character development with Meryl, and then there was even better character development with Misty. So it's nice. Really nice.
Yeah, it was good. And is there anything that you wanted to mention that hasn't come up?
Meryl is the most adorable thing in the world, but that's about it.
That came up pretty often, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I said everything I wanted to.
All right.
What I'm learning is I need to take better notes.
Yeah.
Because my notes are very just sort of stop-starty, don't cover much of the episode. Oh well. Who was your favourite episode this Pokemon? Never mind, let me try that again.
Who was...
Who was your standout character?
Definitely Misty.
Yeah.
Because of the great character development of her fighting her usual kind of like brash and like impatient and kind of not aggressive nature, but very like impatient. Yeah, she's usually very impatient and like has a temper, and then she kind of works through that. So that's really nice because she learns to be nice to Meryl, even though Meryl's being frustrating because Meryl's a baby.
Yeah, it's good. So yeah, I agree as well. Misty was my standout character. My favourite thing this episode, though, was just the fact that it did kind of break from convention with making Misty the lead role almost in the episode.
Yeah.
Like, it focused pretty much all around Misty and Meryl in it. And Ash and Co were kind of just funny stuff on the side that they cut back to.
Yeah.
That was the impression I got anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, for me, it seems like a common trend where the best filler episodes don't focus on Ash, basically.
Pretty much,
just go to everyone else.
They don't rely on the Pokemon just formula, basically, of Ash does a thing, Team Rocket does a thing, Ash stops Team Rocket, and everything's fine.
Yeah, just anything different to just here's the Pokemon of the week.
Yeah, and the Pokemon of the week.
Yeah, it's just good.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just here's a Meryl, save the Meryl. They actually mixed up a bit. That was good. But what was your favourite thing?
Just pretty much every interaction with Misty and Meryl. Like, I really liked that. Just anything that happened with Misty, Meryl, and Pikachu is basically just my favorite thing. Just because of how nice it was.
But was this episode filler or not filler?
I mean, no. There was character development for Misty, right?
Filler.
But then there's not much that happened. But then they didn't get a badge or anything like that, so I'm not sure.
I'm going to say that it was filler, because I would be extremely surprised if we see this Meryl again.
Yeah, that's true.
And they didn't capture any Pokemon, they didn't make any gym badge progress or reach any specific destination on the way.
True.
And Brock did not get permanent girlfriend in Wilhelmina.
True.
Basically nothing of actual, I guess...
significance.
Yeah, nothing permanently changed.
True.
So, yeah, I'd say it's filler anyway.
Okay.
It's good. It's still good filler. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. It's very good filler. So, that's good at least.
It's better filler than most in this series, especially.
Yes. It's up there with the Chansey episode. Nothing beats the Chansey, or not Chansey, Blissey. Sorry.
I wouldn't have put it on that level.
That's what I'm saying.
It's still better than most.
Yeah.
So it's not on par with that, because that's just like top quality. Best episode ever.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's not the best filler episode, but it's at least in the pile of better episodes like that one.
Yeah, it's a better filler episode than most.
Right.
It's good. It's not just an average filler episode.
Yeah.
You'll probably enjoy it if you watch it.
Yeah. You'll have fun with it.
Yeah. And that's kind of just my overall thoughts. It was a pretty good filler episode.
Yeah. Pretty much same here. The ending was also really sweet.
You can skip it if you like, but it is a fun one.
Yeah, it's nice.
And it has Team Rocket, so...
Especially if you like Misty, it's a good episode.
If you like Misty and you like Team Rocket, you'll like this one a lot. Now it's time for Mono a Mono, where we attempt to compare these episodes. Now, I'm going to say my Monster of the Week first, because it won't take long.
Okay.
It was Butterfree. because Butterfree was on the screen, and that's all that Butterfree needs to be my Monster of the Week.
Butterfree just wins outright.
Yep. You could get a glimpse of it off screen and it would still be my Monster of the Week, which I'm pretty certain has happened before.
There was a picture in the background of a Butterfree, and it's like, Butterfree wins!
Oh, just like there was one episode where it flew across the screen for 1 second, did nothing at all, but was just there. I'm pretty certain I made it my Monster of the Week.
That's great.
That's mine. And what was yours?
Mine was... I'll say mine was Meryl, because Meryl is just very cute. It's very scared and, like, babyish at the beginning of the episode and does kind of feel more, like, kind of grown by the end of it, so I thought that was nice.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Like,
Meryl was a good filler Pokemon.
Yeah, it was really, as far as filler Pokemon goes, very good filler Pokemon. So I like Meryl.
Also, the design makes more sense than a submarine.
Meryl's does, or?
Meryl's does. Blue Mouse makes more sense than submarine monster.
Does it? I mean, it's a mouse. Mice aren't typically, water creatures.
Yeah, but submarines aren't typically alive.
Well, yeah, but there's an entire sub-family of Digimon that are machines, so that's not that weird.
Yeah, but the machines don't digivolve from armadillos.
Well, no, but that's the whole point of the armor thing, is that you turn into something different. I don't know.
You don't put on a suit and turn into a mode of transport. I can't put on a hat and suddenly be a bus.
I mean, no.
It doesn't work.
But it's Digimon, that's how it works.
No.
I'm just saying, armadillo in water makes about as much sense as mouse in water. That's all I'm saying.
Well, so are we saying that a reliable armadillo might as well just be a submarine?
Sure. We'll go with that.
Perfect sense. Armadillo plus reliability equals submarine.
Yep.
We also have cat plus light equals sphinx.
Yeah.
We have, I don't even know what you call Paimon.
Guinea pig
Hamster
bat.
with wings.
Guinea pig bat.
Hope equals Pegasus.
Yep.
It's all sorts.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we also have bird plus sincerity equals ninja.
Yeah, that's the really weird one. Angel with springs on its arms, basically.
Spring and ninja.
Springing into action.
The springs of sincerity.
Yes.
None of the Armitage evolutions make sense.
I mean...
They make sense
Vmons aren't bad, because it's literally just a Vmon with armor.
Yeah, it's just stretch out Vmon. That's Vmon's ones.
Yeah.
But then Armadillomons, I like Digimon. Digimon makes sense to me.
Yeah.
The Submarimon is just a weird Digimon.
Yeah, well, turning a land creature into a water creature is probably going to be a little awkward of a change anyways, so...
That the tamer can climb inside of as well is the weird thing.
Well, okay. I mean, again, there are Digimon that you can climb into.
Name another one. There's Mechanorimon.
Yeah,
that's the only one I could think of.
There's gotta be another one, right? Tankmon? Can you get into Tankmon or anything?
Tankmon's already like a weird dinosaur thing in there.
Yeah,
I don't think there's many.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Tankmon has a body. There's gotta be another one, right? Right? If I look at the machine Digimon, there's gotta be another one besides just Mechanorimon, right?
The only main question I have is, can Submarimon pilot itself, or does it need Cody to be in there?
It's a good question.
And if it doesn't need Cody to be in there, can Submarimon just completely ignore Cody's attempts to pilot it?
Yes. I mean, he has free will, so yes. Yes.
I'm sure that 02 will not answer any of these questions for me.
Probably not.
Oh, well, it doesn't really matter anyway.
Yeah.
Meryl and Butterfree are better.
Yes.
But on the other end of the spectrum, who was worse, Ash or Davis?
I would say Davis was worse, because Davis didn't do anything and was also, trying to get out of the dangerous situation ahead of Cody, who was scared and, the youngest of the group. So I think Davis loses this one.
Yeah, Davis just really displayed how incompetent he is as a leader.
Yeah.
Because basically everyone else decided what they wanted to do and then just bullied him bullied him into saying that that's what they were going to do.
Right.
So he didn't even lead, he just kind of went with whatever anyone else wanted him to do.
Yep. And
I don't even think he did anything to fight at all in the episode.
Nope.
He was kind of just dumb.
Yeah, no one fought except for Ikakumon and Submarimon.
Ikakumon or Submarimon?
Submarimon.
Whatever you call it.
The thing. The narwhal.
Yeah. But Ash was good. He took care of Togepi and...
And actually went out. And actually went out looking.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah. So, at least he was trying, but Davis was just kind of like, I just want to get out of here.
It was just like, can I leave?
Yeah. I mean,
that was his whole thing.
Yeah. And in both of these episodes, they weren't the focus, but as far as, like, being the background character, Davis was way worse.
Yeah, Davis was far worse. So that is -1 to Davis.
Yep.
I'll put that in now so I do not forget. And that is put in there now. It's set in stone. There's no changing our minds.
Never.
And which storyline did you prefer and why? And if it's Digimon, you're wrong.
Yes, it was Digimon. I'm going to play Devil's
Digimon
Advocate.
Was better?
No, I was making a joke. I was like, I'm going to play Devimon's Advocate and just say it was Digimon now. No, yeah, it was definitely Pokemon. Pokemon was definitely better.
Yeah, I think Pokemon just did a much better job of cutting between two groups of characters than Digimon did.
Yeah.
Just because, like, Digimon, it was just going to Cody and Joe and then back to the kids. Whenever it cut back to the kids, there was nothing happening. Like, they just didn't really make any progress. And then it cut back to Cody again. And Cody was just like, learning.
I learned a lesson.
Oh, no. I learned the lesson, then I ignored the lesson.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
And now I'm becoming a slightly Italian. Oh, no. Anyway. No, my voice is just no. I cannot do voices for anyone.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
Yeah, but Pokemon was better in storyline regard, because it knew what it was doing, it went there, it did it. There's clear, simple development where you didn't get annoyed at Misty really because it was perfectly rational.
Yeah.
She's not 8.
Right.
She might be, but we don't know.
She's 10, right? Or older. No, she's older than 10, right? Because she's older than Ash, right?
I think.
I feel like she is, right?
I'm Googling again. I'm not sure. I'd have to Google it. I don't care enough.
I'm Googling it.
Oh, now I have to wait.
Yeah, she's 10.
I thought so, yeah. In general, I just thought Pokemon had a better storyline than Digimon did. I just preferred it. Even though Digimon had higher stakes this time again. And Pokemon's was still pretty high stakes, just they were separated on their own. And did fall off cliffs, not once but twice.
Yeah.
In the episode.
There was real cliffhangers in that episode.
Yes, there were. And were there any notable similarities between these episodes? I've already named one, which was the whole cutting back and forth between different groups of characters that they were both doing.
That's true.
The 2 groups at a time thing.
My similarity that I thought of was it both of them involved water monsters. Like you have Meryl, water in the river, and then you have the ocean, Megaseedramon, and Ikakumon, and Samarimon.
That is correct.
Sea creatures, woo!
Sea creatures, bee creatures, hair creatures.
Wouldn't all creatures...
I don't know what else you could do with creatures.
Wouldn't all creatures technically be sea creatures because you can see them, though?
Unless they're invisible.
True. But that's not the joke I was trying to make.
I know the joke you're trying to make. I didn't care for it. You see the joke I'm trying to make? No, I hear it. Good. In my nightmares. You just hear puns in your nightmares. So I'm having a nice sleep and then I just wake up in a cold sweat. It's like, jeez, I was there. She wouldn't stop making puns. Is that how you felt after editing the last episode? No, your puns are perfectly bearable. Just the mark of a good pun is it is tolerable. It's just barely tolerable. It's not completely pun bearable. That's correct. And the other similarities that I found were they actually sort of split up the usual pairings. Yeah. So Misty was Pikachu and Marill. That was new.
Yeah.
We had Ash with Togepi instead.
Yeah.
And in Digimon, Cody just got completely separated from Armadillomon for like half the episode, just on his own. So yeah, they kind of just like took the sets of two and split them up for a bit of it.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah,
think
there's
of
a whole lot
more.
of like splitting into groups and splitting up pairings in these ones.
Yeah,
which you don't get very often, but it does make for nice changes.
Yeah, different dynamics and stuff.
Yeah, it's like we've not seen Armadillomon on his own with the group before, so that was all new. That was good stuff. Just whenever they actually try and write something new and different to what they've already done, that's when they make a better episode, or at least something more interesting anyway.
Yeah.
But were there any notable differences between the episodes?
You go first.
So I've mentioned one already earlier, which is the stakes in Digimon are a lot higher again.
That's true, yeah.
Because of the life-threatening and danger thing, which you never get in Pokemon. And also,
I mean,
what was the other one? Oh, go ahead.
You could argue that, like, for example, the Beedrill or even falling off the cliffs was dangerous. Like,
yeah.
Those things could have killed you. I get what you're saying, but,
It's not, like, to the same extent where it's hanging over the whole episode.
That's true, yeah.
It's more just like a quick thing that then just goes away.
Yeah.
It's like, if it was Misty would have starved if they didn't get back in time because she had no food, then it would have been more of a scary episode.
Right.
But I think that Misty's quite resourceful and probably would have been fine anyway. She'll have a fishing rod or something.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's not the focus. Like, the danger isn't the driving force, yeah.
The driving force in Pokemon was just reuniting. Driving force in Digimon was don't suffocate to death.
Yeah, let's get some air.
Let's do that thing. The other thing I've got is that I think Digimon did try and do a lot more with its character development, more than just like it's more about developing one character, which was Cody, so developing a bond between two people.
Yeah.
Like it did in Pokemon. Where it was more about just the friendship that Misty and Marill were making.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Misty, I don't think really changed as a character. She just kind of grew to like the Marill that was in the episode.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So, like, there were still, like, changes in dynamics and growth in both the episodes. It was always in the one episode as well. It's not really anything we've had hints at before, or we'll probably see again mentioned.
Yeah.
We might do in Digimon, I'm not sure. But it was all very sort of a self-contained kind of arc, which was cool. I liked that thing.
Yeah,
they did.
It was very cool. There was a lot of water involved.
Do you have any differences there?
No, I mean, I was actually having trouble thinking of differences, so we'll just go with what you said.
We'll leave it then.
Yeah.
So the final question, which episode deserves the point? I'm curious to see what you say first.
Digimon, because it was better. No, Pokemon. Pokemon definitely gets the point.
Why?
Because it was more enjoyable. There was more... Well, I guess...
I mean, I agree that I did enjoy Pokemon more.
Yeah.
Neither episode was bad at all. They were both pretty good episodes.
Yeah, I guess...
Pokemon was just more fun.
Yeah, my angle is that I enjoyed watching Pokemon more than I did Digimon, even though... Yeah, I just enjoyed watching Pokemon more, so I think it should get the point. Like, it just felt more fun, it was nice, like watching Misty learn to like Marill, and, them bonding, I thought that was sweet. So I liked that, I liked Pokemon more.
Yeah, they were both basically pretty good quality episodes. I think neither of them really pushed the boat out too much, so that's why they weren't like the best episodes ever or anything.
Right.
But Pokemon just kind of it has its formula and it did it well.
Mm-hmm.
And Digimon kind of didn't quite land it today. Or this one, it was just a bit off with Cody.
Yeah.
I think they could have thought it through a bit more with exactly what they wanted the arc to be for him.
Yeah.
Because it was just a bit too whiny, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll agree. I will give Pokemon the point.
Yay!
It is close. It's close, but I did enjoy Pokemon more.
Ooh. We have a unanimous Pokemon decision.
So, that's 1 point to Pokemon. Which makes it... Oh, sorry, give me a sec.
Uh-oh.
Both of these were filler episodes, weren't they?
Yes. No, yeah, Digimon wasn't, because they got an egg.
Digimon wasn't. I'm filling in the wrong bits of the spreadsheet. There we go. I'm so tired. I fixed it now. And that makes the score, though, 10-6 to Pokemon. It's actually won 4 episodes in a row.
Wow, that's sad.
It's on a roll.
On a roll.
Because Digimon's just like, here's some weird stuff.
Pretty much.
Or some bad episodes.
Yeah. Here's terrible characters in a wacky situation. Have fun.
Just bad characters. I don't know if I know more about Ashoko or about Davis, Yoli, and Cody now.
I think about the same, but is what you know about Davis and the group better or not great?
I probably like Ashoko more than I like the 02 kids, which is saying a lot.
Yeah. Is it?
Wow. Yeah, it is. Because 2 members of Ashoko don't do much.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Anyway, let's just close this one up then. So, next time we'll be discussing the 17th episodes, Ghost of a Chance, and Tanks a Lot. I had a feeling you'd like that one. And if you want to get in touch, just tweet at us, email at us, or jump on our Discord to chat at us. Word of warning, I'll probably be asleep. I'm very tired.
Sleepy, Stevie.
All the time, I'll be asleep. But of course, a massive thank you to Cheese Eye for joining me today.
Hello.
Where can the people find you?
You can find me at my art blog on at. Why do I keep saying on? My art blog is cheeseye236 on Tumblr. There we go. Or Moncast Discord. There we go.
There we go. Just aggressively tell them to go to your art blog.
Go to my art blog now!
You can aggressively click the link in the links below. See the show notes?
Yes.
They're there. They exist. Including the Moncast Patreon, where you get some cool stuff. Like
recordings of us being sleepy and yammering about random stuff.
Yeah, that's what you get. Uncut episodes, drawings, if you can be bothered to ask for them. And that's most of it. I am planning other stuff. I'm considering something. If I can get it to work, if I can make it nice, and I like it. But we'll see. I'm just hinting things that will probably never happen, but maybe. Who knows? Thank you, patrons, for patroning.
Patroning.
And until next time, good night.
Bye! And Steve was asleep.
Under the sea, darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Up on the shore, they work all day. Out in the sun, they slave away. While they devoting full time to floating under the sea.
Next up is For Crying Out Loud. Wait, that sounds like Fork Ryan quite loud.
Okay.
Don't mind me. It's 11
Fork
PM.
Ryan out loud? What?
I don't know. Just stab Ryan with a fork in public out loud.
Do you know someone named Ryan? What?
I actually do know a Ryan. I know 3 Ryans.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of Ryans.
I didn't realise, but I do know 3 Ryans.
Nice.
Finch, Harrison, and what's the last one? What's it called? Howarth.
And they all
sound
just
like good Ryan names.
And they all just got shout-outs. Awesome.
2 of them work for EE, 1 of them doesn't. You pick which one you think doesn't work for EE.
I have no idea. I'm sure all the Ryans are very nice.
They are pretty good. They're pretty good Ryans. I'd rate them 2 Ryans out of 3 Ryans. Pretty good on the Ryan scale. Most Ryans are like maybe 1 Ryan out of 3 Ryans. So
how come the scale of Ryan is only out of 3?
Because I only have 3 Ryans to scale out of.
But there's more than 3 Ryans in the world. You're going to judge an entire...
But they could still be rated on the Ryan scale.
True.
So I could meet a new Ryan and they could be worth 0 Ryans out of 3 Ryans.
Yeah, but if you...
Or I could rate them like 0 Ryans out of all the Ryans, which would make them the worst Ryan.
Well, that depends on what other Ryans are like.
Why are we talking about Ryans?
I don't know! Good question.
Shall we stop that and just talk about Pokemon instead?